welcome back. If you're just tuning in, you're watching Galaxy Today on this rainy and cold Thursday morning. Yesterday, we started with the topic Fulani herdsmen and their recent activities in major states in Nigeria. Now, the most recently hit location in Nigeria is the Ukpabi Nimbo community in Uwani, Uzo Uwani local government area, somewhere in Enugu State. And of course, we all woke up this morning to the news that the President, Muhammadu Buhari, has ordered security chiefs to hunt down and bring to law the perpetrators of this crime. Now, we're taking it a step further this morning as we'll be looking at the controversial national grazing bill, which is before the National Assembly, even though the Senate claims that there's no such bill before them. But then from research, we found out that the bill actually, which first of all is to establish and control grazing routes and grazing reserves in all parts of Nigeria, was actually sponsored by Senator Zainab Kure, who represented Niger Central in the 7th Senate. All right, with us on the program this morning, we have some Igbo chiefs. And this is deliberate so that we can hear from them how people from the eastern part of Nigeria, because they are being hit at the moment, how they feel about this ongoing issue. It is a pleasure to have joining us on the program this morning the President for Southeast South United Assembly, and he's also the Mmiri Ndigo, the person of Chief Oliver Akubweze. Good morning, Chief. Thank you so much.
Good morning, my brother. God bless you.
Also, we have the Vice President of Ndieze in the diaspora, and he's also the Eze Ndigo of Ikeja in Lagos. It's a pleasure to have Eze Uche Dingba Okpotemba with us on the program. Good morning, sir.
Thank you very much.
And also joining us during the course of the program, we have Dr. Junaid Mohammed who will be joining us from Kano State and via Skype. We will also be having Chief Olufalaye Eyita Jegede SC and Attorney General Ondo State from Ondo State. So we're going to be looking at the issue from a much broader perspective. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you. Thank you.
Don't forget that the program is interactive. We urge you to make use of all of our social media portals, Twitter, Facebook, and also send us an SMS on the number that will be on your screen shortly for you to interact with us on the program. All right, you're welcome again.
Thank you.
I'd like to start from this angle. Before now, we've always heard claims by the Igbo of being marginalized, you know, and always that people always have like an agenda against them. Now, this killings, you know, that's happened in some parts of the eastern side of Nigeria, do you also see it like an agenda really to do something disastrous to the Igbo clan?
Yes. We see it as an agenda. And this agenda, no matter that the Igbos have kept quiet, we are not going to take it lying low. When I was a small boy, I know that the Fulani herdsmen used to take their cows around, and their cows used to graze in the field.
That's right.
Not in the farm. And I also know that the Fulani people are peace-loving people like the Igbo people too, who travel far and wide. Because if you're a traveler, you must be a peace-loving somebody. I don't know what has happened now. And I don't believe that the people who are committing this crime are the Fulani herdsmen. I believe this is a ploy to send Boko Haram to the eastern part of Nigeria. Because these cows grazing in the eastern part of Nigeria did not start today. And also, why we have kept quiet is because the Igbos knows that the war that we fought before was not our war. It wasn't our war. A lot of people were being killed, and because we raised up our voice, and the war became our war. And the losses, the pains, we are still suffering from it.
That's right.
Now, this thing has happened in Benue State. The Igbos are still watching. We do not just want to retaliate immediately. But what every tribe in Nigeria should know is that the Igbos are tired of losing their people to any little provocation. You come and kill, burn village, for what? It is so painful. So people that are in power should be able to tell their people, to call their people to order. The Igbos are not happy about this. We are not happy to see any of our blood being split just like that. We are not happy. If you want to talk about the grazing
bill.
I was watching TV the other day when Abaribe brought that matter on the floor of the Senate, and they all denied it.
Denied it, yeah.
That there was nothing like that. I was happy. But for us to now find out that it has even gone through second reading in the Federal House.
There are even two bills, if you're aware, but they're trying to consolidate, the two bills into one. But then what's your take on that bill? Do you think if there's a bill that establishes grazing routes and grazing reserves in all states, for these herdsmen, do you think it might be like a possible solution?
It shouldn't be a possible solution.
Okay.
Because if you want to tell us about the grazing bill, to allow people to come and take other people's land, that is not possible. Because what makes me an indigenous of anywhere that I claim to come from is the land. So for you to come and take my land by government fiat or whatever, that means that land does not belong to me. The Igbos will travel far and wide. In Lagos here, we are living here in peace and harmony. And all the property that we acquire, we bought it with our money. We bought our money, we bought the land, we built our businesses there. So if anybody wants to improve on his business, my brother, cattle rearing is a business. They should come and negotiate. Maybe if I have a land I want to sell to you, you have to negotiate with me. Because that land is what makes me an indigenous of that place. If I want to sell, you want to buy, we negotiate, and I give you a document covering that. It's not for government, somebody to stay somewhere and say that they have passed a bill to give you my own land. What makes me the indigene? The Igbos, we have SS everywhere, is to make sure that there is peaceful coexistence between the host communities and the Igbos living everywhere they are living. That is why you hear Zendibo everywhere. It's not to take over the kingdom of the people, but to ensure peace so that there will be no problem. If we want to buy land from the people, it have to be negotiated for and the price agreed upon, then we will buy. So if you are going to put a bill for me to locate part of my land to some people, then you have to...
Sorry to cut in. We are seeing visuals of, if we can roll that again, visuals of the, the onslaught on the Uzo-Wani local government in Nimbo, where the recent killings actually took place. We see houses are burnt,
This is a disaster.
Yeah, people killed, and...
even small children. It has gone viral.
But, yeah.